Hey there, happy Monday. Austin Broughton here. So this week we have a lot of news, ranging from Iran now bringing their own ceasefire proposal and peace plan to the table, which we're probably not going to take, but it's nice that they're at least bringing a plan to the table themselves. All the way to the FBI probe, or to the DOJ probe, I should say, now being dropped against the Federal Reserve. So, with the probe now being dropped against the Federal Reserve, that opens up an avenue to now get a new Fed president voted in and hopefully make some progress on that front to further stabilize and bring interest rates down. Um, Big picture wise, all that translates to interest rates are kind of flat, right? And I wanted to share my screen here and talk about it a little bit. First up, though, I wanted to share before I forget, this is why it's here so I don't forget. We have an amazing presentation this week. It's a Market Pulse event with David Batney. David Batney is our head of capital markets here at Guild Mortgage. He used to work for Freddie Mac. He literally has his finger on the pulse of what's going on in Washington with capital markets and where the market is going. So there's 3 different times to tune in: Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week. Feel free to chime in or reach out to me to register if you're interested, but it's going to be a lot of great information. And some of the data is stuff that I like to look at as well, which we're going to share. As far as interest rates, though, where we're at, this is from December until now. And this past week or so, we're just kind of flat, right? We've stabilized a little bit. Each day is a little choppier than the last, but there hasn't been a lot of movement. So for 30-year fixed rate mortgages, we're still kind of hanging around this low mid 6 arena. That means some people are going to be seeing 5s. Some people are going to be seeing 7s. It just depends on the type of loan, scenario, etc. But the fact that mortgages have remained stable overall is a great thing. Unfortunately, they're remaining stable, 3 or 0.3 higher, right? Almost a third higher than we were early March, late February. It is what it is, but we're still way better than a year ago. A year ago, we were still seeing 7s kind of across the board. So we're still in a much better place than we were even a year ago. But, we just got to put that one blip we had out of our mind for, the beginning of the year, right? But we're still in a great place on interest rates. And that's leading to still a pretty healthy market. I wanted to talk to you about Placer County. So for Placer County, the things I'm looking at days on market. Right now, the median days on market over the last 90 days is 35 days. The average is at 80. So these numbers are still kind of trending down. What I also like to see is inventory increasing. So the market is still churning quickly. We're still trading homes fairly quickly, with the days on market being at a low point. But there's more houses. There's more houses in the market. We're at a high point so far for the year on active single family inventory, which is awesome because this is what buyers like to see. Buyers like to see new homes hitting every weekend and getting excited and getting out there and seeing them, instead of seeing the same home every weekend for a month. This is the type of market that can excite buyers and actually get them out there. The other piece that I wanted to talk about, and you guys know I'm a big price decrease metric, we're still seeing 31% of homes now having some kind of price decrease prior to going into contract. So although homes are trading faster, it's still by no means a free lunch for listings. We still want to make sure we're pricing them competitively. But for buyers, this is good news. This means almost 1 in 3 homes are going to have some kind of wiggle room on it to help make a deal work. So this is good news for me talking to buyers, hey, there's some opportunity in there still to make a deal work, even in today's market. Maybe shave off some of the interest rate on that, maybe get a price decrease, but there's options, okay? What it doesn't account for is crazy listings like this one on Chignawapan, and Ashlyn is going to laugh at me for butchering the name on this one again. But this is one of those examples of the weird alternate scenario where they had a price increase of 31 grand just last week. This house has been on the market for all of 5 days, and it's had over 7,000, almost 8,000 views already. I heard from Ashlyn this morning they had 7 offers, and they countered 4 of those 7 offers. So all that to say, you're going to get the occasional home that hits the market that everybody is head over heels in love with. And we want to make sure we have the strategy in place, the plan in place to help our buyers be as competitive as possible. One of those examples, and I wanted to bring this to you guys today, is the bridge loan. So we have a number of amazing bridge loans, whether it's cross collateralization, a departing to purchase bridge loan, or even just a cash offer option on the purchase. There are so many great options out there to help our buyers stay super competitive, even in, kind of quick market circumstances. So you're going to get a link to this flyer as well to help spread the word for your clients. I'm happy to chat specifically on any scenarios and strategies to help you move listings into buyers, even in a market like this. So hope this message finds you well, and I'll be here all week.